Life preservers are stowed in labeled storage lockers in the aft section of the vessel on the main deck and under some of the aft bench seats on the upper deck. Please do not tamper with them as they are for emergency use only. In the unlikely event of an emergency, a uniformed crew member will distribute and assist in the donning of life preservers. Instructions for their use are located inside the lockers and seat boxes. Emergency exits are located on both decks on either side of the vessel amidship. Please do not stand on the seats or sit on the seat backs or railings. Feel free to move about the vessel, however, please walk, do not run on board. Please use extra caution on the stairs, which are located forward and aft. Please do not congregate on them, and please use the handrails. Smoking or vaping on this vessel is unlawful and is not permitted anywhere on board. Flash photography at or near the pilot house is prohibited. Please keep your hands and arms inside the vessel at all times. Interfering with the safe operation of this vessel is illegal and subject to a civil penalty. If you have questions or need assistance, please contact a uniformed crew member. Once again, welcome aboard.
All right, I'm back. I missed you guys. Let's talk about the second tallest building in Chicago because it's right next to us. Guess the name of it. Just kidding. This is the Trump International Hotel and Tower, designed by Adrian Smith in 2009. Adrian Smith, world famous Chicago local architect. World famous not necessarily for designing this building. He is more world famous for designing the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Raise your hands. Who here has heard of the Burj Khalifa? World's tallest building. Yeah, you mentioned it looks like the same design. It's like the little brother of the Burj Khalifa. Let's put the height of the Burj Khalifa into perspective. Look to the top of Trump Tower. Add another Trump Tower on top of it. That is how tall the Burj Khalifa is. This building is 1,388 feet tall. Burj Khalifa is 2,717 feet tall. Keep looking on the right. You're going to start to see the corner of a black box building. There it is, poking out from behind the Trump Tower. The black box building is the American Medical Association building, originally built for IBM in 1969. This is also an architectural landmark because it's the last office building designed by an architect named Ludwig Mies van der Rohe. Ludwig Mies van der Rohe came up into architecture around the mid-1900s. As he was becoming an architect, all of the architects around him were cladding their buildings in a lot of fancy carved stone and ornamentation. All that stuff was beautiful, but it cost money and took time, and technically, it was unnecessary to the function of the building. Mies van der Rohe revolutionized the whole world of architecture with this phrase: less is more. He got rid of all the unnecessary stuff, focused on the function of the building and not just the outside of it, putting his work into perspective. Look at that black box building beside us. Not much to say about the building physically, right? But before Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, no building in the world looked like that building. That might be an odd thing to hear, because if you've been to any modern city, every building in the world looks like that building. It's a plain rectangular steel box. That is called the International Style of Architecture, and basically sparks the modernist movement of architecture. Now, a huge part of Ludwig Mies van der Rohe's career is he was a professor, and he taught a lot of architects the whole less is more philosophy. Pretty sure one of his students disagreed with him, though, because that guy's name was Bertrand Goldberg. He designed these two right next to us. The Corn Cobs, as they're better well known in Chicago for obvious reasons. The actual name of these buildings is Marina City Towers. Built in 1963 by Bertrand Goldberg in an effort to attract middle-class workers downtown to live. Because folks, back in the day, nobody wanted to live in downtown Chicago. Most